Hey guys, it's Andrew here from CMO Apps, and we've got Blue Prism installed, and we're going to look at automating our very first process. So we want to head over to this Studio tab here. It's this icon on the left or at the top. We're going to create a new object, and we're going to automate Notepad. So we're going to call this My First Notepad. Go next, hit finish. Now we've got my first Notepad in here. We're going to open that up. Going to maximize our window, and I'm going to move everything to the left side to make it nice and cleaner. So in order to automate Notepad, we need to first of all go to this application modeler, and we need to define a new application model. We're going to accept all the defaults. It's a Windows-based application. It's launched from an executable file. We need to go to Browse. You need to go to your C drive here. Then when you're in C, you need to go to the Windows folder, then to a folder called System32, and in here there'll be a notepad.exe file. So once you find that, hit open. This is going to put the full path to Notepad in here, and this means this object here is going to automate this Notepad through the application modeler. With that set, hit next. Accept all the defaults. We don't need to worry about those for now. Hit next until we finish, and we'll have this application modeler window here once we're done. So you'll notice you have My First Notepad on the left hand side. What we want to do is hit that launch button. You can see that loads up Notepad. We need to select the element 1, and we need to tell it to identify an area we want to actually write some text into. So use identify. You notice in the top left, you have several identification modes. If you press the Alt key, you can scroll through them. We want to use Windows 32 mode. It's the best one for Windows applications. And you'll notice when you hover over Notepad, you get several options. So we want to make sure we hover over the white text input area. We're going to make it automatically write out some text in there. So with that highlighted, using the Control key, hold that in and click. You'll notice this fills out our application model now with a bunch of information. So we're going to name this element inputs area up the top. And if we hit highlight, it's going to highlight what that is. So that's a good way to make sure we know what that refers to and that it's still working. So this application model is defining our application is Notepad, and we have our input area here. So hit apply, hit OK. We're going to go to the Action 1 page. Just move everything to the top left. And then on the left side here, you'll have a series of stages. What we want to do is we want to drag the right stage, and we're going to write Hello World to Notepad. So if you open that up, you'll get writer properties. Under value, you want to do Hello World, surrounded by quotation marks. You can also press the calculation button and open it up full screen. So this is simply saying write the value Hello World. Now we need to drag input area to the element here. So it's saying let's write the value Hello World to the element input area. So put the text Hello World in that input area. We're going to name this write Hello World. Hit OK. Now we need to connect that up to the start and then connect that up to the end. And now make sure you've got Notepad open. Go to the start stage, right click on it and go set next stage. Hit that green run button in the top left hand corner. And you'll notice it's automatically written a text Hello World to Notepad. So you can write any text at all. You could say write your name. So do Hello Andrew for me. Let's hit OK. Go to the start. Let's run that. You'll notice it comes up with an error. And the reason for that is if we go to our application modeler, you go back to your input area, select highlight, you see it can't actually find this anymore. So if you sort by match up the top by clicking on that, there's an option here called window text. What this means is the text in this area is the window text. So it's trying to find a Notepad area with no text in at all. So if we untick that, hit highlight, it finds it again. So hit apply, hit OK. Let's go back to our action 1, go to start. Let's hit run. You can see it writes out hello world to Notepad. So we can then rename our page to say write text to Notepad. You can then save it and call it my first automation as your summary. And if you also close down Notepad and run this from the start, it's not going to actually work because Notepad's not running. So in order for this to work, there's two ways. You can use the application modeler, hit launch and have Notepad running. Otherwise, you can also drag on a navigate command. Let's put this at the very top up here. We're going to name this launch Notepad. So we're going to take the element my first Notepad, drag that onto the element here. Action, we're going to do launch. Hit OK. Let's close down Notepad. Now let's link up launch Notepad, then write hello world to Notepad. Let's go to the start, hit run. See, Notepad launches and we write our text to it. So congratulations, you've written your first automated process on Blue Prism. You're well on your way to being able to automate a wide range of applications. This is just the beginning. It's a quick taster of Blue Prism, and I hope you stick around for more, so make sure to like this video if it helped you out and subscribe below. I'll see you guys later.